Yo, what's going on, people? It's Smitty here. Just doing this is a redo of the video that is on my page, my most recent vid. Um, Basically doing an example. This is in support of what Versuz had did with his video, and this is on behalf of the TheSimStandard. So it didn't allow me, I guess, because it was 16 minutes. It was over 15 minutes, so it didn't allow me to upload it. But anyways, for those that didn't see this video yet, this is what the scenario is. Basically, what Versuz did was he had took a 5'6", 160-pound center on the Detroit Lions and put him up against Ndamukong Suh, which he's 307 at 6'4", and basically the center that he created which was like a 12 overall, was able to withstand the onslaught from Suh. And in one instance, he straight up just stonewalled him from getting past him. And the second instance, he was able to take him down to the ground. Now, in this variable here, what I'm going to show is, first of all, I'm going to let you see his attributes. I'm just doing the same thing, the same kind of test, just to see what would actually happen in 2K5. And as he had shown on with the sports science example, when Suh actually went up against the guy, he raised him up. When he tried to take him head on, he raised the guy up 7 feet in the air and threw him back 10 feet. So, now let's see. Now, as you can see, we're going to see how the same example will play out here. And the guy's name is Small Fry. And as you can see, just go through his ratings real quick. And you can see the ratings that matter for him is just run blocking, pass blocking are at 12. Everything else is pretty much irrelevant. So I'll go ahead from there, and you see he's 0 overall. Now, just so you can see the height, go to it here. And there it is. 5'6", 160 pounds. Now, just going to do a few plays here, and just pay attention to the middle, as you can see it there. It got me for the sack. Got in there for the sack again. And I'll just do one more play. Oh, got crushed. Okay. Now, the point of this is not the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? This is the action between Suh and Small Fry. Now, clearly see, every single time, only thing he could do, which would be realistic, and considering it's 2004, I mean, yeah, it looks, for the animation, it looks kind of funky, but I see the point that they're trying to get at. And it's that he's going for the legs. He's basically just heaving his body at his lower half, because he has no chance at honestly fronting him. So he tries to take his legs out, each time to try and slow him down. And that's the only thing that he can honestly do. And as you can see, he can't stop him there. He trips him up and he keeps on going. And I'll just do another example here. Okay. And that's another example. And just put it on Suh again. Snaps the ball. Throws himself as lower body once again. That's all he could do. That's realistic right there. He trips him up, and that's it. As you seen in Versuz example on Sports Science, when the guy tried to honestly front Suh, he got raised. He got straight elevated into the air. Like I said, he raised him up 7 feet, threw him back 10 feet. So the only line of defense he honestly has for a guy of his size and stature, regardless of whatever attributes he has, is just throwing his body into his legs, in hopes of slowing him down to some kind of capacity. And I like how it's being represented here, because it's the physical stature along with the attributes is being respected. You know, and to reinforce it, like, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna exit out, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna adjust his attributes. I'm gonna max his stats out, and we're gonna see what happens. And you know, and while I go through these motions here, I want to give a shout out to the whole entire YouTube community, to the football gaming community. All the love that's being shown to all of us, like, is greatly appreciated for everything that you guys are doing. Because this is all about, this is for you guys. This is for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want a quality game, and we want it to be done right. So, you know, shout out to Ronick, you know, Real Rap coming back strong, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Shout out to everyone, man. Like I said, you know, there's too many people to name, honestly. Shakedown, you know, the crew, you know what I'm saying? Versuz, Zura, all you guys, you already know. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to all those guys, man. And, you know, and like I said, definitely subscribe. Let people know. Post the videos we put up on blog sites. Anything that's relevant to football. You know what I'm saying? The football video gaming. Let it be known. Let the community know. By all means, any ideas, thoughts, suggestions, anything you guys have that would help towards this entire cause and movement that we could possibly push, by all means, email us. You know, at TheSimStandard@gmail.com. You can hit us up on the Twitter. It's TheSimStandard. Have a Facebook is SimStandard. You know what I'm saying? That's the name on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you got the inbox on YouTube. So let us know. By all means, let us know. So as you can see, the ratings that matter, he's at 100. So I'm not going to say that. Just going to go back. I'm going to get back into this. Because, yeah, we got to make that change. Change must happen. You know what I'm saying? These guys are playing around. They got a heck of a PR department, but the time in the sun is over. The games are over. Time to get it right. You know what I mean? So, let me get back to this here. And also, one thing I want to point out that 2K does very well in respect to the game is that when you create a player, just like when I did the example with Tom Brady, when you create the player, they're going to play according to the attributes and the physical, in both their size and height, as well as the abilities that you give them. They play within those confines. They don't do anything that's unrealistic for the greater majority. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't do anything that's unrealistic to the abilities that they have. You know, like with Tom Brady. He didn't have the speed and the agility to honestly keep up with a defender to cover him well, but he would try and play the passing lane because he had the height. You see what I'm saying? He had the height because he's like 6'5", I think, like 6'4", 6'5". So he had the height to definitely cover somebody, you know. But for his lack of speed and agility to keep up with a wide receiver, he could at least make a play on try and make a play on the ball in the passing lane and cut it off that way. You know, and that's paying respect to the abilities. Unlike in Madden, where, you know, Brady could just straight up go and stride with Anquan Bolden or Andre Johnson and completely cover them without any issues at all. And that lets you know that the ratings mean absolutely jack squat in Madden. But here we go. Okay, now Small Fry's rated 100, and let's play it. Alright. Now you clearly saw, well, if you can clearly see, but here's a replay of it. You clearly see here, he's rated 100 overall, so he's got 99 speed, agility, you know, all the attributes you see me adjust are maxed out. Meant absolutely nothing. And as it shouldn't. As it shouldn't. He's 160 pounds. He could be 160 pounds and be able to bench press 385 and everything else. that doesn't mean absolutely jack squat, because he physically is not built. He's physical by stature. He's physically not built to take on a defensive lineman to that capacity. So the only thing he could do is exactly that: throw his body into his lower half. Even a halfback, even a well-built halfback would do a similar kind of action. Now, they would be able to uphold a little bit, but they try to go for the lower half because they honestly don't have they don't have the physical stature to honestly take on a defensive lineman that's coming on, or a linebacker in cases, to honestly hold him off from from an oncoming rush. Like, they don't have the ability to. Like, they're just not physically truly able, regardless of how strong they may be. They can hold the front briefly, but not on a consistent basis. And let's see. And like I said, I'll just do a few more plays, just so that you can just see how it goes down. Okay, let's see, nothing happened there. You see how he cleared him? He cleared him there. He took him out that time. And here we go. Just show this to y'all real quick. This time around, snaps the ball. Once again, 5'6", 160 pounds, regardless of his attributes. Physical stature limitations. And because of that, he just threw his body in there. He just took the chance, and at this time, out of those multiple plays, this time he was able to get him down on the ground. And then he gets back up and tries to jostle with an O-lineman, but the pass was already out. So, as you can see, the emphasis here is that the physical stature limitations is where the problems are going to come in. You know what I'm saying? And that is representing sim. This is simulation. That's what 2K was trying to do, represent simulation. So they reflected that with this game. And they reflected with the situation here. There is no way in the world that a guy his size should ever be able to withstand a rush from a 300 plus pound defensive lineman coming straight at him with a head full of steam. Or regardless, whether it's a few feet, whether it's from a few feet away, or if it's from a linebacker that's coming at him in full stride, he cannot stop him. All he could do is try and take the legs out, attack the weakest point. And as you can see, once again, regardless of whatever he did, the pass was blocked, and that was a nice block there. Nice pass blocking, animation there. But you see the point that they were going for here, and you just see the realistic result. So, just wanted to show that, what I'm saying, and this is what simulation needs to be represented as. And this is a game from 2004. 2004 game production, and these guys got it right back then. But EA still can't get it right today. And it's because those guys are some lazy bums. They're being completely lazy, and they're saying that they're being true to the game. That's their theme. They went from whatever you see on Sunday to being true to the game. And what's the truest thing they're worried about? An onside kick. Those are the kind of things you get when you got a soccer player heading up your development team. So on that note, this is your boy Smitty on behalf of the TheSimStandard signing out. Peace.